Jim and Glinda, why are you crying? Jim and Glinda, are you okay? Jim and Glinda. Why are you crying? Oh, new music came out? Oh, Ariana's deluxe album came out? Oh, and how does it make you feel? She hurt my feelings. That fucking bitch hurt my feelings. That bitch fucking hurt my feelings. She read me to film. Oh my god. And scene. Hi guys, welcome back to Asian Glow Podcast. I'm your host, Clarence Angelo, and today I am fresh 2 days off of the J-Hope concert, and I am living. What the fuck? Because Ariana Grande Butera. Ariana Puts Your Hearts Up, Victoria's Simon Cat, Sweetener World Tour, Netflix trailer for Sweetener World Tour documentary. Grande Butera just dropped her deluxe album for Eternal Sunshine. We're going to talk about Ariana's deluxe album. RM Cup ready to go. Ariana Glinda Funko Pop ready to go. It doesn't stand by itself, so I put it in my light stick stand, which is a BTS light stick stand. And Ariana Grande position sweater on. And we are also in position to fucking talk about it. Let's just get into it. Shall we? I think that's good. Say that shit with your chest and be your own fucking best friend, which is what I learned from the Ariana Grande deluxe album. For those of you that are new to this channel, I began my content creation days with the foundation of Ariana Grande Glinda Butera. I started off as a fan account. If you guys remember, there was this kind of like twinky little guy. He was saying, he said, "Oh my god, guys, I got one of those Ariana Grande bikes," and I got myself a little stationary bike, you know, that you see in the gym. And then I did a cover of Side to Side. And that video, I think, got like 10 million views. From there, I kind of became the Ariana Grande guy, which I have no shame about. The video I do have a little bit of shame about. The foundation of everything I do today is literally on the shoulders of Glinda Grande Ariana Butera. Miss Grande released an album called Eternal Sunshine. I believe she released it in February of 2024. I've talked about it on a podcast already. I've talked about when that album first dropped. I think that album is going to be literally melted. I'm going to buy the vinyl, I'm going to melt it into a syringe, and I'm going to inject that into my children, because that is my 25-year-old life's magnum opus so far. If you've already seen my last video, this was probably a year ago when I talked about the Eternal Sunshine album, that you can watch that before you watch this if you want. I will give you a heads up, that last video, I was, unfortunately, could relate to it, if you know what I'm fucking saying. My heart was shattered in pieces last year, and now that my heart is now a disco ball with those shattered pieces, I can come at it with a different point of view, and I think that that's kind of the angle that I'm coming at today. So disclaimer, this is solely an interpretation of the deluxe album. I could be wrong. I probably will be wrong. But at the same time, music is art, and I'm going to take it as it is. First of all, let's discuss the cover. I'm wearing white today because the cover... For those of you that are Ariana Grande, that maybe aren't like the biggest Ariana fans, you probably know that she was married to this guy. His name shall not be spoken. So we're actually going to call him... She had a marriage. She got divorced. Broken household, didn't really work out. Now she found a new man. The Bach is mine. Basically, the press turned it into something crazy. So now she's kind of navigating this divorce while also navigating how the public kind of has their own narrative of things, etc., right? And she's kind of rising above the occasion. I'll rise above it, for I know that's how you want me to respond. Yes. I need to eject this album so far into my veins that when I burp, I want it to sound like the intro of fucking The intro of Eternal Sunshine, the single. And when I fart, I want it to sound like the beginning of fucking Twilight Zone, which we'll fucking get to. We'll get to it. This crazy woman decides that she's gonna drop an intro. And by the way, best intro by Ariana Grande will forever be intro from My Everything. I think that's it. Tell me I don't. I fucking hate this bitch. Intro. She decides that she wants to extend it. For what I remember from her interview, she said that she finished Eternal Sunshine and that she now feels like there's more that could come of it. So I think in my brain, she actually wrote this deluxe album after Eternal Sunshine came out. The intro when Eternal Sunshine first came out, and stay with me here, because if I'm wrong, then I'd love to actually talk about it. The intro when Eternal Sunshine non-deluxe came out was kind of like an introduction to this fantasy world, like this, again, hyper futuristic world. For example, the lyrics were, if the sun refused to shine, baby, would I still be your lover? Would you want me there? If the moon went dark tonight, and if it all ended tomorrow, would I be the one on your mind, your mind, your mind? If it all ended tomorrow, would you be the one on my mind? Talking about the sun, talking about the moon, you know, girl is so fucked up bad, and I'm saying this holding her hand because I'm right there with her, that she's like existentially thinking. When things are really bad, you know, when things are really bad, you kind of just like have to regroup yourself with the world, and you have to like touch a tree or literally touch some grass. I feel like that's the energy of the intro at first. But then this fucking bitch, she said, oh, I'm stabbing you a little bit with the knife with that. And then for this deluxe album, she went from theoretical otherworldliness to then talking about like specific instances of pain in this lost relationship. Can't you sense me? I've been right here all this time. Would you still be here pretending you still like me? What the fuck is wrong with her? Pretending you don't regret not thinking before asking. Now you're long gone in Cali, and me, I'm still unpacking. I broke your heart because you broke mine. So me, I am the bad guy because I already grieve you, and you started to realize when you started to realize. You know what I'm saying? She went from otherworldliness to then talking about like actual specific situations. Which, girl, if you've been in a relationship and if you've fallen out of one, first of all, let me hold your hand. You know this is exactly what you need to do to get past it. You can't be thinking like, what if like maybe the invisible string is like still gonna happen, or like all these kind of like romanticized things that are beautiful. In order for you to get past whatever toxic shit that caused it to end, you need to come to terms with the hard factual truths, because when all else is gone, you just have to reflect on the situations and the actions that this person did, or maybe that you did, you know, that were wrong. This intro being made a little bit later, this extended version being made a little bit later, is exactly that embodied. Like, it takes time for you to really come to terms with the shit that you have to do. I could tell you right now, like, come to terms with the bullshit that happened, you know, come to terms with that maybe this person didn't take care of you when you were sick. They didn't really show you the love that you wanted, or didn't really take care of you the way that you wanted. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you to do all that shit, but if you inherently, internally, intrinsically don't want to do it yourself, then you haven't gotten to that point where you realize, like, I need to do this for myself because it's the right thing to do and it's what I have to do. And I feel like with this coming out later, it's literally her saying, like, I needed to take that extra time. I needed to take that extra year to go from this lovey-dovey fantasy of, like, if the world was ending, like, do you think that maybe we'd have a chance, to, hey, when this happened, I didn't feel loved. When X happened, I didn't feel loved. So I did XYZ. Does that make sense? So I guess in some way, to the girls that are going through it, I'll say it to you to kind of plant the seed, but you got to do it. And I think everyone kind of gets it. I'm going to hyperfixate on something real stupid. Guys, I'm going to hyperfixate on something real stupid. She says, She says, And when I tell you, when I heard it for the first time, I about near fucking cry. I'll tell you where it is. I'll show you where it is. The bad guy, cause I... Right here, right here, right here, right here. I did. Ah! I can totally see her with her cute little smile going like holding in, because that's genuinely all you can do when you come to terms with the fact that like I loved this person so deeply and I just didn't feel loved. And maybe when it happens and it ends, you're just like, crying all the time, but then now looking back on it a year later or whatever, you're just like, like that was me. And like all you can really do is kind of like shrug it off and giggle. And I feel like she did it so well. What an ad lib. Is that stupid? Did y'all hear that too? And then she goes, I wish I could unneed ya, so I did. Oh, this song is for the bitches that broke up with someone but didn't want to break up with someone. And when I say that, I mean the breakup was because you saw potential in someone, but you were in love with the potential of who they could be, and you were not and you knew that you were not in love with the person that they were. And the line, I broke your heart because you broke mine, is that manifested, you know? Welcome to the fucking Twilight Zone, bitch. The intro of this, I felt like a Winx girl. Ow! Anyone else feel like a Winx girl? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, I felt like I was coming out the fucking chrysalis, bitch. I came out of that chrysalis category, coming out of the chrysalis categories, butterfly. I came out and my wings were fucking wet. They were damp, but I felt youthful. I felt like I entered a whole new freaking world. And I was like, oh, the healing part of this album starts now, bitch. But I was kind of wrong because it made me fucking cry. The notes I have here, it says, this effing whore, you read me to filth. And it's not like I'm still not over you. It's so strange. This I never do. Not that I miss you, I don't. Sometimes I just can't believe you happened. It's not like I'd ever change a thing because I'm right here where I'm meant to be. Something I love about this bitch is she takes a perspective. She takes so many perspectives. All these little nuances of experiencing like pain, grief, breakup, whatever, and she really hyperfixates on them, and like she voices it so well and kind of puts it into this like palatable understanding of like, oh, that's what the feeling is, you know? Every time I fucking hear her music, I'm like, that's what it is. Like, I get it. I fully get it. Because when she says that, it's not like I'm still not over you. It's so strange. This I never do. Not that I miss you, I don't. Sometimes I just can't believe you happened. That's genuinely how it feels. The feeling of I don't need you. Like, I don't need you, but every once in a while, here and there, I think of you, right? I think of you and me, and I wonder, like, how was that my life, you know? There was a point in my life where genuinely this person was almost my whole world, you know? And I'm like, whoa. Like, that doesn't even feel like me. It's kind of this, like, two-way feeling of hope. When you're in love for the first time, it's so unguarded. So, I don't want to say unconditional, but just so openly in love. You literally show your heart to someone like it's just there. What I'm talking about with this two-way hope, two feeling emotion, is the hope and the learning on one side that I will never put myself in a situation like that again. I will never put myself in a situation where I felt as shit as I was. But on the other side of that emotion, it's the hope that you can one day open your heart up again and love like this, you know? Like I said, you put your whole heart out and you're just like, this is who I am, this is what I am, and I'm unapologetically this. It's the hope that you can feel like that one day again, right? And I think that duality is what kind of fueled at least my thought process and what I think embodies the essence of Twilight Zone. I just can't believe that that happened. I cannot believe that at some point in my life I was so openly loving like that, because now I'm a little bit more guarded and I only openly love like that with certain people now. But I cannot believe that at one point it was like that, you know? And then she goes on to say, it's not like I'd ever change a thing because I'm right here where I'm meant to be. Girl! Oh my god. A really big thing that I learned from my last heartbreak was that I only have so much energy, right? And when you're in a relationship that you're fighting for or whatever, obviously scientifically and practically that takes a lot of energy, right? You're thinking a lot, you're critically thinking about your own actions, someone else's actions, putting away some stuff to compromise for the sake of the relationship. That takes a lot of fucking energy. It does. And when mine ended, or when I got out of mine, or when someone gets out of theirs, you realize how much energy you have, like in your reservoir. Like I had so much energy afterwards to like go out and bring that to my friends and put that towards my career. I put my money, I put my energy towards myself, my career. I was a lot more selfish than I was during the relationship, because I was very selfless during the relationship, and it showed, you know? And so when she says, because I'm right here where I'm meant to be, I've never felt more like I am where I'm meant to be right now in my life than now. And that makes me like so... I'm very proud of myself because of that. I've never felt more like this is where I'm meant to be right now. And I think I'm coming to terms with that right now. And I'm sure there was a point in my life where I was going to feel like I'm right where I'm meant to be, even without some trauma and some drama and some heartache. But it feels real good to look back on my pained self and be like, oh, that bitch persevered. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can look in the mirror and be like, oh, girl, I don't know how you got through it, but you did. And kudos. I hope sometimes, for those of you that can relate, you recognize that. Like, good fucking work, bitch. Good job for hanging out with your friends when you felt sad. Good job for having a solo night in or having a solo day out and going on a date with yourself, because look where it fucking got you, bitch. You know? Warm. This is where I'm like, my notes are literally, the healing is finally fucking here. This is the healing Mount Everest. I put down, this one is for the hyper independent bitches that figured out the balance of being hyper independent. You're just independent, but like you have like, oh, I need friends, I need to do that shit too. This one's for y'all. And raise your hand if you're one of them. Me, I'm a single child. I'm also an Aquarius. I'm not straight, so that's gonna do it. This one fucking makes me feel like I'm like just a white girl at a white girl club. Yeah. Ha! Ha! Woo! Woo! I could work out to the song. I don't give a fuck. I know that's stupid, but I could. If you dare meet me there, I'll be higher than the exosphere. Because I know now I'm safe and sound and I won't come down for you. I know that's fucking right, bitch. Oh, don't fucking lower your expectations for anyone. I always tell my friends, the second I see that your light is being dimmed and the second I feel like your saturation is being lowered, I will call it out and I will fucking blame it on your relationship most of the time. But I will always be that friend that's like, your man is shit, your woman is shit, you deserve better. Because my friends who did that, my friends Lucy, my friends Rachel, Alcheska, you need those fucking friends. You need those fucking friends. You need those fucking friends, because there's gonna be a lot of thoughts in your brain that's like, wait, maybe this is what I deserve. Maybe like they could be better. Your friends will be like, hell no, bitch. You need those fucking friends, and if you don't have those fucking friends, be that fucking friend. for yourself. Period. That could have ate. For the girls who had confidence before a relationship and maybe lost that confidence in a relationship. For the guys too, obviously. This is the song that you're like, you know what? I actually had it right that I'm the shit. I'm the shit and you made me feel like shit rather than being the shit. I'm not going to lower my wits. I'm not going to lower my funny. I'm not going to lower my looks. I'm not going to make my body feel worse for you because this is who the fuck I am. And you're going to either meet me here or that you're not an option. My favorite part of this song. Okay, also Twilight Zone is probably my favorite fucking song on this, by the way. Twilight Zone and Past Life. I will get to Past Life. The buildup of Warm. It's so good, it's so close, I can taste it on my lips. This is your invitation. If you dare, meet me up here. Meet me up here. There's only this. That's exactly how it fucking feels when you're like in that month when you're like, I'm over it. I'm over it. I feel like she's talking to herself. That's what I interpreted this song as. She's like, you're almost there, girl. Like, you're almost there. The two parts to you that are like, I should be over this, and the one that's like, I'm not over this. Like, you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then you get there, and then it's the fucking peak of the song. 'Cause I'm cool. Woo! Yes, 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 yes. But it's fun. I know TikTok made this a trend to like show your man or show your woman, whatever, but some people are turning it into like they're showing their friends like because I'm cool on my own, but I'm better off with my friends, or I'm better off with my family, I'm better off with my new man, whatever. I don't know what the right interpretation of this, and frankly, I don't give a shit what the right interpretation of this. It just goes to show art, music, because it is art, is truly subjective, and people can take it as what it is. But I will say, there's no right way to interpret the song, but there is a wrong way, and the wrong way is to be like, this is about finding a new man, or this is about friends only. You know what I'm saying? That's the wrong way. The wrong way is taking away someone else's interpretation of it is making life better. You know what I'm saying? If they're interpreting it in a way that makes their life better, if they're interpreting it in a way that doesn't hurt anyone, then you're wrong for telling someone that they're wrong. And if I promise this song's being honest, you can get anything you like. I will be your dandelion. You know, bitch. This one belonged on Thank You Next. The beginning of it, I felt like it sounded like, fuck a fake. Oh. I don't smoke, but this song makes me kind of want to. Oh, it's been a tough day, bitch. It's been a tough day for this one. This sounds like, right here. Another night, another party, saying hi to everybody. I'm sorry, I'm starving. Can somebody take me to my car? If I go alone, I'm not gonna make it very far. And I can't say I'm feeling fine. After what I've been through, I can't lie. Ooh. That one's on 7. That has to be on Thank You Next, right? Big Smile's on Thank You Next. Yeah. Oh. I told you guys my new favorite flower is a dandelion. I'm lying, but I'm gonna say this. I actually didn't know what dandelion was about. I don't know what it was. I genuinely have no idea. So what I did, I just took it as it was, and I said, it's a bop. Hey, my brain was like, okay, in the movie, this is her like pop stardom. Is it an homage to her pop stardom? Is it her saying bye to that pop stardom? Because she said she doesn't want to do pop music for a while, so maybe it was just her like final like, I'm gonna do this and then kind of dip for a little bit from pop, or was it for her to prove that she still got it going? Like, I don't think she needs to prove that she got it going. But the other aspect that I was thinking was like, this song, when I first heard it, but before the film came out, I was like, this song is sexy. Like, it's like, and yes, I promise, if I'm being honest, you can have this coochie if you like. I could be a dandelion. You can take my boobies and you can take my body, 'cause you are hot and I'm hot and you're fine and I'm fine too. That's how I felt like. this song was. So then I was like, is she like reclaiming, is this like the energy of like when you break up with someone, you kind of don't feel confident about yourself as much, so you're like reclaiming that sexiness? Like, is this song the epitome of when you post like a gym thirst trap after a breakup? You know what I'm saying? Like when you see your friend do that and you're like, okay, do what you gotta do, you look good. Honestly, can I get a conversation going as to what Dandelion is about? Do y'all agree with what I said, or did I just spew shit at the camera or this mic? Is there shit on this mic? If you put your eyes up to this mic, would you get pink eye? Okay, comment down below what you think about Dandelion. I'm not sure what that one was. Past life. Girl, did anyone else think that this song was gonna be in a past life we would have worked? But then she was like, I'll fucking kill you in your sleep, bitch. Gagged. I thought the song was gonna be sad, but she's pissed. Mother is pissed. You know how I felt like when she was singing this? I felt like I'm like in a groupie with Ariana, and like she's like talking shit to someone, or she sees her actually at a club and she's like talking shit. She's like, I don't even want you if it wasn't a past life. And I'm like with my friends who are also her friends, and we're like, damn, yeah, let her rip, bitch. Let her rip, bitch. That's how I felt like listening to Past Life. She's pissed. A moth to a flame. I didn't think. I just flew. I just didn't want to change my mind. You think I'm lost, but that's just how you found me. Well, maybe I'm the stranger after all. I think a source of continuous anxiety, like underlying anxiety, is when you don't know who you are and you are not stubborn enough with your expectations and your standard. I'll give a really shitty example, but you'll kind of get it. If I was in a friend group and they were like gonna go ding dong ditching, for example, this is real stupid, it was real high school, I would be anxious because I'm not really the kind of person to do that. I get thrill from like an amusement park. I get thrill from like a good music video. I get the thrill that I get from that versus the thrill that I have from ding dong ditching is surpassing. When you still go, you're anxious in that situation, obviously because of obvious reasons, like you're ding dong ditching, your safety is not in the right place. Your safety is kind of compromised, like whatever, you might get in trouble. But also, I don't think that I'm the person to hang out with friends who do that, right? But I still put myself in that situation, and then that situation gave me anxiety, and I was anxious in that situation. Does that make sense? I am most anxious when I do not know who I am. I wasn't stubborn enough to know that, hey, I actually don't like this, and I'm not into this, and this is not who I am. And if I just said no because of that, I wouldn't probably have had that much anxiety. You know what I'm saying? In a failed relationship, when I look back at mine, I didn't know who I was. Because I know now I'm not someone who deserves to be treated XYZ way. I don't deserve to be told things that make me question my lovability, that make me question my personality, that make me question if I'm too much of a person. I'm not that guy, but I tolerated it, and I was anxious throughout that relationship, and I feel like this song kind of is that. A moth to a flame. I didn't think, I just flew. Maybe I'm the stranger after all is like, you know what? Maybe there was a lot of discovering and getting to know myself more than I thought. That's something that I think happens on both ends of a failed relationship. Always wondering what would happen if I let you lose me. Always wondering what would happen if I let myself need more. If I'm being transparent, yeah, I'll fucking say it. Should I say this? I'll fucking say it. Yeah, fuck it. I'll say it. There were times where I was in the passenger seat riding with whoever I was riding with, and I was like, maybe what if I can have more? What if I actually don't deserve this? When I was in bed with someone and I was like, what if this could feel better? What if I don't feel good right now? What if I'd rather be in my own fucking bed? I feel like saying I'm ready to leave you in a past life is like the fuck that. Like that's a harsh thing to say. I'm ready to leave you in a past life. Imagine someone telling you that. But that's genuinely that like inner fucking flame rage that you have. It's like, oh no, this is it. Like it manifests into I'm good. I'm fucking good. Like I'm good. I'm not doing that shit. You know, I'll leave you in a fucking past life. What made this song gaggy and what made this song one of my probably favorites of the deluxe is the peak of the song. I think it's at 2:40. Right here, bitch. That bass in the background. Ooh, boom. Right here. Oh, it's a new one. Oh my god! I was listening to that with my friend James and me and my girls and the gays were listening to this in the In-N-Out parking lot. Real, comment down real. And we heard that in the speakers of my friend's car. Oh my god! Oh, we were in that car. That car was shaking. That car probably lost some air in its wheels. The way that we were all like. I think I put in the Discord, the Asian Glow Discord, I was like, past life, as a joke, I was like, past life's gonna be an ass shaking song. Hey, it ended up being low-key ass shaking song. Like, come on, listen. Oh, that's crazy. Hampstead. Don't look at me, don't fucking look at me, don't look at me. Don't look at me, Hampstead is fucking crazy. Balladiana is back. Balladiana Grande? Balenciaga? At first, I was like, is this still about the ex? Or is this about the critics? Is this about the annoying fans? And I'm like, I think it's about both. Let me just say, I looked up on Reddit and these bitches were like, she just needs to get over it. Whatever. I was like, y'all took a divorce. Not a breakup, bitch. A divorce. A ring was on the finger. And turned it into something that was awful. Just nasty. The fuck you mean that she's not over it? Girl, if someone took my divorce, my pain, and turned it into something to turn it against me, I'd bomb your house. I'm kidding. This song starts off with a piano, and kind of out-of-tune piano, kind of in a pub, and that's kind of the setting of this song. I left my heart at a pub in Hampstead. And the setting of the song immediately feels like a pub that feels local. You know, it feels very raw. It feels very honest. It was the perfect auditory setting that made me, as a listener, just want to listen. You know, I didn't want to shake ass. I don't want to do I just wanted to sit and listen. Because when you're in a place that's a local pub and you see someone singing and maybe they're not that great or like whatever, you're just like, I want to listen to your heart. I want to listen to your soul. I want to hear this soul. I want to see what you got going, you know? This setting alludes to that. She's like, just fucking listen, you know? This song felt like on Positions, the song Shut Up. Shut up. Girl, there was a line in this that I thought was fucking hilarious. She was like, but I found something quite peculiar in your peculiar behavior. Because I think to be so dumb must be nice. Oh, I did find something charming about you. You're dumb. And that must be a very simple life for you to be dumb. Do you remember I said that Ariana's talking to someone and then we're in her clique and then we're like, oh my god, she's pissed. I'd be like this. Oh. If she said, you're so dumb, your life must be easy. Okay, Miss Grande, let's go. Come on, let's go. What's wrong with a little bit of poison? Tell me. I would rather feel everything than nothing every time. Fear me, stranger, a little bit of sugar, danger. I'd rather be seen alive than dying by your point of view. I do. This is so like conspiracy theory fucking coded or like super fan fucking coded, but I like it, and I'm gonna take this perception as it is, and I'd love to hear your perception of it actually. But when she says fear me, stranger, a little bit of sugar, danger, I'd rather be seen alive than dying by your point of view, I thought sugar was an allusion to Sweetener, her album, danger, allusion to Dangerous Woman, and point of view, an allusion to the closing song on Positions. Okay? In my brain, she really started getting her hate around Dangerous Woman when she started to figure out her sexiness, when she started to kind of like talk to men. Sweetener, for sure, she got hate for that. And then point of view was Positions, which, of course, she continued to get hate on, right? I feel like that Dangerous Woman, starting at Dangerous Woman, when she really started getting the hate. So in my brain, this song was like, hey, if you can't take me for dangerous woman me, sweetener me, positions me, and now eternal sunshine me, that's who I am. I'm unapologetically all those fucking things. I've been this bitch. I'm still the fucking dangerous woman bitch. I'm still sweetener girl, and I am still have positions holding. I wear that on my sleeve, right? And if you can't take all of that, then bye ho. To your ex, it'd be like, if you can't take all of me, then don't have me. But to the press, it's like humans are complex. And I'm complex. Maybe I wrote a song called named after my ex on Sweetener. But that's just the complexity of growing up. You know, that's just who I am. If I look at my 8-year-old self and I'm like, hey, 8-year-old self, this is who you're going to end up with. And I personally don't feel like you're taking that person, then get the fuck away from us. You know, get the fuck away from me and my little boy. Like, I love that bitch, and if you can't love that bitch, then you don't love me, you know. And I feel like that's how I took this as. And again, this is art, so I'm sure I'm taking it completely different than other people. That's what she said. And then for her to end with I do oh! For her to end with I do on an album which the cover is her in a wedding dress, and the last time she probably said I do was her vows. She said, I was certain back then about marrying this person, and what I am certain about now is that you're a dumbass, and that I am all of these girls combined, and I know who I am, you know. I do is a vow to herself. So I think that's the end of today's episode, guys. I hope you were able to take something out of this. This is a body of art that means a lot to me, so I just thought I'd share my thoughts on it. And I feel like I love speaking into the void about this kind of stuff because it encourages conversation, and talking to you guys about it on Discord was actually really nice. Knowing that it means something to other people, it's dope. I told you guys I started my platform with Ariana Grande. I've made many friends through this, and I only really talk to like 2 of them now. I just kind of keep up with them. They're these 2 guys that I met through the Ariana Grande TikTok time when we were all stuck at home during COVID. They're both happily engaged to their men, you know, like they're in happy relationships, and I love them deeply. And I think it's just dope that art kind of put us together. You know, we always talk about one day because she didn't go on tour for Positions, the song Just Like Magic. We always talk about one day like, oh, I hope we get to do that. Middle finger to my thumb and then I snap it. We hope that we could do that together one day. If you've been watching for a while, please consider subscribing. It helps us out a ton. If you're 16 and over 16, you can join our Discord. So I'm going to say bye like I normally do in my respective language. Isa, dalawa, tatlo. Ingat, guys. Guess I needed a home. Nothing every time.